Apparently what happened in Flint, Michigan was that they decided to change their source of water. When they did that, they didn't put a chemical process in place to manage their water chemistry as they were doing with the other supply. The new water source, being somewhat corrosive, interacts with the lead pipes. The lead doesn't originate in the water. It comes from a service pipe that goes from the water main in the street into the house. At night, when a family is sleeping and no one's drawing any water, that water can sit stagnant in that lead service pipe overnight for 7 or 8 hours or longer. And if the water is corrosive, it'll leach the lead into the water. So that first blast of water you get in the morning could have a higher concentration of lead if you're in that situation. And what they did in Flint was when they changed water sources, they neglected to continue adding the chemicals that would neutralize the water and make it less corrosive so that it doesn't absorb lead. To make matters worse, as I understand it, once they realized there was a problem, they didn't say anything to anybody about it for quite a long time. And so the public was in the dark that they were getting this extra lead content in their water from their lead service pipes. And so there's responsibility going all the way up the chain to the state level.
We started this water drive, and it was just on a whim. I called Tim Reed and called everybody and said, I've got this idea, we ought to do something because there's a Utica, Michigan. And it just so happens to be about 40 minutes south of Flint. And before we knew it, Shenantries was involved, and Utica Mac was involved, and it was going to be just to fill one of the Utica Mac's trucks with about 40 cases of water, and we'll drive it off. But at the end of the day, filled like 3 or 4 of those trucks, then a tractor trailer full, and when we're all said and done, 3.5 tractor trailers full of water. Pretty incredible. I didn't ask for a logo. All of a sudden, I hear from Jill Ray, from Jill Ray Signs, hey, look at this drawing, and she gave us a sketch of something she drew up really quickly. And she said, I think I can turn this into a logo. What do you think? And I said, I love it. By that afternoon, she had a complete logo done, and it's beautiful, and then created signs for us and stickers, and it was incredible. And again, this is all part of the pieces that were put together. And it's just this community coming together. Jill Ray instantly was there for us.
So I received a call from Bill Keeler on Thursday. Listen, Flint's in trouble, 100,000 folks there in regards to it, need water. And I've got this idea about getting, water to Flint, and, what my thoughts were in regards to it. I said, hey, I'll get a hold of the Boilermaker Nation. I think we can do something there. Mark Shenantry stepped in on it. He had conversations with the folks from Nirvana, Tom Hyland from Utica Mac. So it was kind of certainly some of the usual suspects plus some new folks, and that's what this community is all about, helping others.
It doesn't surprise me. I see it every day. I see people come in here and they open up accounts and buy things for people that can't do it for themselves. I know it might surprise a lot of people how quick their truck was filled up, but me, no. I see it every day. I see the most generous people that like to do things for people without people knowing. And that is the true Christian way, to do things for people without getting any recognition for it. And I got phone calls from people that want to do things for other people, but they don't want their name out there. And in this community, people can say a lot of things about it, but there's some people with some giant hearts here.
Now, 2 days in, however, they'd run out of water twice. They were piling up outside. The water was piling up inside. I received a very frantic phone call from Mark Shenantry, who said, wait a minute, we need more volunteers. We then, of course, we're raising bottled water. How could you not think about Nirvana? And, I didn't realize that they'd gone through a bankruptcy takeover. And here are these 2 guys that are really trying to turn the business around. And what a perfect tie-in. And they just stepped up. I mean, they worked it out so Shenantries could lower the price. They were donating as well. I mean, this was really huge on Nirvana's part.
It was an absolute no-brainer for us to get involved with this. From the start, when Wade and I started investigating this opportunity, it was about saving jobs. It was about community in these jobs. They knew that in this region, 50 jobs are absolutely critical. And USDA did not hesitate to step up. Adirondack Bank did not hesitate to step up. Our local investor, Kevin Hanlon, did not hesitate to step up. And these are people that were involved with Nirvana before, but they didn't hesitate to step up. And that's what this community is about. So when this opportunity presented itself, we weren't going to hesitate to step up either.
Tom Highland was one of my first calls from Utica Mac, and immediately, yes, we'll do it, we'll help. Got all of these people involved in this thing, people that I've never met with, people in the transportation world, and that just continued to roll out.
Well, Utica Mac is also a family-owned business. We've been around since 1955. We have 30 employees, and a lot of the local businesses and municipalities purchase vehicles from us. So whatever we can do to help our customers and help this community, we try to participate in. Well, the way it started was we provided a truck with a 24-foot van body, and the first couple hours we saw that the truck was going to be filled. So that's when I called Mike and said, we need some help. And Mike stepped right up and supplied us a trailer probably 30 minutes after I called.
The community does give a lot into the industries. You know, the industries that are still in the area, they do contribute to us. So it's our way of contributing back to the community. Everybody stands up when they have to. I mean, that's what we're all about. When somebody needs something, you do it if you can. You know, if you have the means to help somebody out, you always try to help them out.
Okay, so how are we going to get this water over there? And thanks to Tom, he made contact with us with a long haul driver who totally volunteered his time. Bill Curry volunteered his time to be able to drive the water to Flint.